Hi class, if you're watching this video, congratulations. You have successfully gotten to Google Classroom for the very first time. We're going to talk a little bit about Google Classroom, but first I want to go over a few things with Google Apps, which is what we're going to be working with every single week. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you how to sign into your Google account. Now I know that if you're watching this video, that means you have already signed into your Google account, but it never hurts to go over things. So before we get started, I just want to make one comment. As you notice, the bottom of my computer screen is going to look a little bit different, as well as the top, from yours, because my personal computer at home is a MacBook, which is Apple's version of a laptop. So there's a few features that my computer has or may appear to be different than your computer, but everything functions pretty much the same way. My internet browser is going to look exactly like yours. So I am currently using Google Chrome, which is what you are using, and I am on google.com, which is how you sign into your Google account. So the first thing you're going to want to do to sign into your Google account is you're going to want to hit this big blue sign in button. If you do not see the big blue sign in button, no worries. You can click on the waffle. Now remember, we call this the waffle because it has 9 tiny squares that look kind of like a waffle, which is why we call it the waffle. So you will click on the waffle if you do not see your big blue sign button. And then you're going to see all these different icons for different Google apps. You are going to click the very first one that says My Account. When you click on My Account, you will now see the big blue sign in button. So you're going to click on the sign in button. And as you see, I have multiple different Google accounts. I have personal accounts and accounts for school. So for this purpose, I'm going to use my school account. Now, as you notice, my username is already saved to my computer. Unfortunately, with you guys, you are going to have to type in your username every time because at the end of the day, all of the history gets erased from the computers at school. So, before you get to this exact screen, you are going to have to type in your username the exact same way you type it in when you're logging on the computer, and then you're going to add the @ symbol, which you get the @ symbol on your keyboard by holding down the Shift key and hitting the number 2. And you're going to add www.csd.org, and those will be posted around the room for you to see. Once you get there, you're going to enter your birthday password, which is the same password you use to log onto the computer, and then it will say welcome, and it'll say your name, and it will also see your name up here in the corner. So now that I am logged into my Google account, I can click on the waffle, and you're going to see all the different Google apps that you can use with your Google account. Our classes are mainly going to be using Google Docs, which is a word processing program very similar to Microsoft Word or to OpenOffice Writer like we have used in this class in past weeks, Google Sheets, and Google Slides. Depending on your grade level, you might be working with one of these programs, you might be working with 2, or you might be working with 3. It all depends on what grade you're in, but for now we're just going to be working with Docs. So you're going to click on Google Docs, and it is going to take you to this Google Docs homepage. Now, for today we're going to be creating a blank document, so you're going to hit the plus sign, and it will take you to a blank document. Now, the cool thing about Google Apps is that everything automatically saves every 1.5 seconds. So you'll never have to worry about saving your work because it automatically does it for you. And you never have to worry about losing your work if your computer dies or if it freezes because everything will automatically be saved, which is really cool for you guys. The first thing I want you to do today is up here, this is where you're always going to rename your document. So right now it says untitled document, which means this document does not have a name. So what I want you to type in there is my favorite food. Notice I capitalize all of my letters because it is the title of something. This is the title of this document, which means I'm capitalizing the first letter of the words. You guessed it, we are going to be writing about what your favorite food is today. So my all-time favorite food is ice cream. Now, I know that's more of a dessert, but it's still my favorite thing to eat. So I'm just going to type a couple sentences on why I like ice cream so much. Now I'll read those sentences to you. It said, ice cream is my all-time favorite food. My favorite flavor of ice cream is chocolate peanut butter. I sometimes will go out for ice cream and eat it for dinner. My favorite place to get ice cream is Baskin Robbins. So now that I type my sentences, you're going to do a couple things. First, you're going to highlight and select all of your text, and you are going to change the text style. Whenever you want to change the style of your text, you want to go to this box right here. Currently, the style is Arial. You're going to click the drop-down menu, and you can choose from any of these different fonts. I want you to change your font to Times New Roman, which is right here. It's going to change my font style to Times New Roman. Notice it says all changes saved in your drive. So everything has already been saved that I just typed and changed. Next, I want you to change your font size. Notice that my text is still selected, so I don't have to reselect it. I'm going to go back up to my font size. I'm going to click it, and I want you to change it to size 18. And notice it got larger. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to bold your text. These buttons up here are how you change certain features of your text. The B is to bold your text. The I means to make it italic, which makes it slanted. U means to underline, and this is how you change your text color. You're going to click bold, and then you also are going to change your color to green. Now when I click next to my letters, you'll see that my text is turned to green. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is how to insert an image. Now I know we've inserted images before in our OpenOffice Writer program, but this is a lot more simple because it's a Google program. You don't even have to go to google.com and search images. So if you want to insert a picture, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up here to the bar and you're going to click Insert, and you'll see a drop-down menu. You're going to click Insert Image. You're going to see all these different options. The option that you are going to do is all the way to the end, the very last one, which says Search. So right here in our Google Docs, we can search Google Images. Now I wrote about my favorite food being ice cream, so I'm going to search chocolate ice cream. And up comes all of these pictures. Now I'm going to choose the best one. And I want to say this one looks good. Now what you want to do is you're going to select it. You're going to hit select. And it's going to insert it into your document. Now this is a little large, so I'm going to resize it a little bit, which is okay. And there you have it. That is all you need to do. Once you have done that, everything is already saved, which is perfect. And now that you have done that, I will see that it's saved to your drive. You can actually see it if you go home. If you click on your waffle and you go to your drive, you'll see my favorite food is in my drive, which is where everything saves. Pretty cool. Automatically saved. I had to do no work to get there. So that is what your assignment is today. If you are at the end of this video, that means you have completed the assignment, and you are free to go to Dance Mat Typing, or you may play any of the keyboarding games on abcya.com. Remember, if I see you on something that you shouldn't be on, you are done with the computer. Alright, have fun, class. Thank you.